Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to the left. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
At the 40, there he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bulldozes his way through. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's got goal. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Made a defender miss. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Manning. Grab near the sticks, it's Moore. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do.
Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the play, it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback
breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback pulled up two and sacked at the 12. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. A long way to go on fourth and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Using his legs, it's Coleman. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Washington right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Open space at the 25. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46. The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got his man quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Williams looking for a man. Here's the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Wants to go up top. Complete. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to the ground game on the left. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0, but David, now the chance to answer.
Man, this defense has been suffocating, man. This is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you got to find some plays quickly here.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have here. ball, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go.
Gonna run it. It's Coleman. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Lot of room to the right. The 40. The 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running into the open space. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Moore. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
But the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Longhorns! You thought they were done. did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Williams will pass. Buys a little extra time. Close to the marker. It's Boston. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Let's go. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. There we go. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Texas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to the... to make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The momentum has been taken away. The 21-point lead is gone. And now in a tie game, let's see what they've got.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit?
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. in this game. And so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped with a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Motion from the back. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Huskies! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Going to try to get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Williams will pass. Got his man. Powers through the defender. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. If he houses this, it's ball game.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
From the gun, give on the inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. To the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Slips one guy, now he's loose. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Haynes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the bit.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and the 1st drive ends with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Oregon 7, Michigan 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. There he goes. That's the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Moore will throw. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see...
Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
Just keep moving this thing forward. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sun Devils will put it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. stop him at the 16. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. The toss to the outside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
Finding an escape route. Still on his feet at the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to get the corner. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Dura. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last few plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. With the catch, it's Brown. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it into the touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another throw.
And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
He wants to throw it again. Floating away. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To the air. It's Sims. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Split backs here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Got out of trouble and throws. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard everything on that one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be a more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football. Very unsuccessful. Job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They'll toss it to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On the ground, it's Udo. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, getting to the end.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sims. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working on the right. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on an electrifying pass play that covered 93 yards to the house. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. down, it makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air, it's Sims. Might be looking to run. Unleashes one. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gets rid of it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
He'll start this drive firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Sims. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed in the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Scoreboard operator.